Hello, everybody. I'm glad you're here today. Today is July 19th, 2024. This is a red alert video. All right. We know what's going on today. If you don't know, just get on YouTube and put in IT blackout or shutdown or whatever you want to put down. You'll get loads and loads of information. What I am amazed at, and in this video, I'm going to tell you that when I was in worship this morning at 4 in the morning, because I get up at 4 and worship for 2 hours before the rest of my family gets up, I actually, what I'm going to bring to you, I wrote at 4:40. It is going to blow your mind. Now then, there's a backstory to, now, because it's going to blow your mind. Y'all, it may not blow your mind. It did mine when I went back and read it, because when I write things down, when I write in the Lord, what I'm hearing him say, I really don't remember what I wrote. It's not like I'm in a trance or anything. It is just the Lord's words, not mine. So I have to go back and read them. So there's this story I want to tell you about that whole entry, okay? And you need to hear this entry because it's going to help you through this crisis. Yes, I said crisis because, y'all, just look at what's happened in the last week. Things are escalating. Things are happening faster now, and I don't think it's going to slow down. Now, that's my opinion, though, y'all. That's my opinion. Now, I am going to show you also what I did this morning while I was listening, trying to figure out what the heck is going on with this IT stuff. I don't understand this. No, they're saying it's not a cyber attack. Okay. Sure, Jan. You remember the Brady Bunch when Marsha? Sure, Jan. So, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at, I'm like, okay, I don't know. I can't know. Maybe we'll never know. Here's what I do know. What the Lord shared with me this morning. And here's what I also know. When systems shut down across the world, it creates a ripple effect. And I believe, my thought is, and I may be wrong as rain about this, my thought is this isn't going to get fixed in 24 hours. Tomorrow there's going to be problems. Sunday there's going to be problems. Monday there's going to be problems. Just from this one incident. Now, will there be more? Are there going to be? This is a prime time for attacks. Y'all, did y'all see the map of the airplanes being grounded this morning? What did that remind you of? 9/11. When they are, I know I'm speaking because this is really kind of, okay. When they ground airplanes like that, I get it. They can't go without this, apparently, this computer cyber whatever this is. I realize they need that to function, apparently, and I don't even understand why. But when I see planes landed and it reminds me of 9/11, and I put together what the Lord has told me, and I put together what just my natural eye sees, I'm going to become very alert. I may even go to the store and top off my preps. All right, that leads me into this story. So I'm making fire cider this morning, and if you don't know what it is, I'm going to show you at the end of this video, all right? I'm actually going to do the word kind of here in the middle, here in just a second. So I have decided, based on the assassination attempt, and by the way, the slope of that roof being too much of an angle, I'm calling BS on that. The BS button is like, no. When I was 4 and 5 years old, y'all, we used to climb up on the roof and play up there. We would get up on my uncle's pickup cab, climb up on the roof, and have tea parties on the roof. I'm 4 or 5 years old. When I was in junior high, I would, at night, raise my window, climb out my window, my second story window, and sit on the roof at night. So don't tell me a sniper can't get on there. No, that's BS. All right, so Okay, I'm done with that. We can put that, whatever they're doing, it's lies. Just throw it on the pile. I mean, that's at the point. Yeah. So this morning, I write this down at 4. I don't really think much about it. I get about my day. I start making the fire cider. And then I start seeing my videos pop up about this IT shutdown, breakdown, going dark, da 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 da. So I start listening. I can't figure much out except it's bad and it's massive. And it's never been something this massive has never happened before. So I began to pray, Father, what do I do now? Father, what should I do? Do I go to the store? Not once did I feel like I needed to go top off my preps. Not once. And I went over and talked to my mom and dad, and we were talking about this. And my dad was like, this does not make sense. This is something not right about this. And I agree. I don't know what. I'm not even going to speak to it, but there's something not right. I tend to think it's a test run. If I were to put one word to this, I would say test. That's what I would say. But that's just me. All right, that's just me. What do you think? Oh, my word, please comment in the comment section. Let us begin a dialogue so that we can learn from each other. Here's what I know. I went to the bank this morning. I asked Nancy at the window, who's my friend. I said, Nancy, are y'all up and running in there with your electronics? And she said, some of it is. And I thought, this is in my little town. Oh, yes, it is. Y'all, we are less than 2,000 in where I live. And she said, we can cash checks and we can deposit checks, but that's about it today. And I was like, wow. And I said, Nancy, you better get, if you don't have extra food at home or whatever, because next time it's going to be the lights. She went, isn't it crazy how we just depend on stuff until it's taken away and then we don't even realize how much we need it? And I thought, no, that's what a normie would say. All right, preppers, we've already gone through those scenarios about probably 18 different ways. All right, am I right or am I right? I mean, come on, everybody, fess up. Raise your hand if you're that kind of prepper, all right? Now, so that brings me to noontime. And right now, y'all, I don't know, it's about 3 o'clock Central Time where I'm at. 3 in the afternoon, all right? So it's around noontime, 12:30, about 12:30. Now I'm going to clean up the kitchen because it smells to high heaven because of what I've been making. This fire cider has horseradish and garlic and onion, and cider, like vinegar cider. It stinks so bad in there. So I was starting to clean that up, get a call from my daughter from her work. She's having kind of a slow day, and she's like, what are you doing? I said, she said, what do you think about what's going on? I said, I don't know. I'm watching and gathering information. And I said, you know what? I wrote in my journal this morning. Let me read it to you. Let's see what God said about this. Maybe, I seem to remember something about getting ready. So I started reading it, my entry from this morning to my daughter. She said, Mom, sounds like you need to get to the store. And I said, all right. Now, my daughter's in the next town working, but she lives with us and pays rent. And I said, okay, why don't you go to the store over there and you get what you want and what you think. She said, what do you think I ought to get? And I was like, I don't care. You're a prepper. Buy stuff. I don't care. Buy what you think we need. So she did that end to the next town. I went to the Family Dollar and to Dollar General here. Dollar General, which caught on fire or is filled with smoke or whatever a couple weeks ago, which closed down in my town, is now open, but there is no refrigerator, anything. There's nothing cool. There's no milk. There's no cheese. There's no eggs. There's no butter. There's nothing cold. Nothing frozen. A few cartons of ice cream. Like, that's not going to help me in the apocalypse, all right? All right, so I'm going through and getting things. Thinking that is what the Lord has told me to do in my journal entry. So that brings us to me sharing it with you. And believe me, when I read this to my daughter at 12:30 this afternoon, my first impulse was to make this video. But I thought, heck, I better get to the store first. I don't know why. I just thought, priorities. I don't know. Not that y'all aren't a high priority. Don't hear that. But I was just like, oh, I think I'm going to do that first. Okay, hang on just a sec. And then my phone got overheated. I put it in the refrigerator as soon as I got home just so I could make this video and it not get too hot. All right, here we go. Y'all, it's not very long. July 19th, 2022. Scratch that. Rewind. Okay. July 19th, 2024. 4:40 a.m. This was written before I had an inkling about this IT disruption. And that's a mild way of putting it. Freaking disaster. Let's say that. I had no idea. And this is what I read to my daughter on the phone. All right? And I'm going to elaborate on one word and then one part of this and then keep going, all right? July 19th, 2024, 4:40 a.m. Dearest one, turbulence. That reminds me of airplanes. And as soon as I wrote it, that's what I thought, airplanes. Dearest one, turbulence. Rock slides, thunderous applause, hand-to-hand combat, record-breaking frenzy, chokehold, gross negligence, death march. Ready yourself, my daughter, to see all of this and more soon and very soon. Regret, bitter regret, will consume the hearts of your countrymen and women. Let me start that over. Regret, bitter regret will consume the hearts of your countrymen and women. A wailing of, oh, why did I not get ready? For I have no food. Oh, why did I not get ready? For I have no warmth. Oh, why did I not listen? For I know not the God who will protect me. But alas, I have heard of him. And you, child, must respond. It is not too late to know him. Come to the Lord. This is in your near future. The panic buying will be startling to you, my dearest, for your love given so selflessly to your family is strong. Not having enough for them brings tears to your eyes. I tell you the truth. The panic buying, the store shelves empty. You will see this soon, my child. What will cause this, you ask? The march of the enemy across your nation. Lay in supplies as if a year-long blizzard dominates the forecast. I will provide all you need. Move steadily on. Pray while you prep. Sing praises unto me as you stack food in your pantry. Teach and love my good news. For I am the light on the hill, made ever brighter by the coming darkness that will blanket your land. Be the squirrel that gathers, knowing the harshest winter is ahead. And that was it. Y'all, I read that to my daughter, and we both sat in stunned silence. I said, I didn't remember that's what that said. And she said, Mom, get to the store. I have preps, y'all. But there are things that I get low on that I think, oh, I'll have time. I'll have time to get that. And really, it is like Canadian Prepper just said. He put out a little video a while ago. He said, if this happens again, and it is an attack, it's quite possible wherever you are is where you're going to survive the apocalypse or whatever's happening. So if you're in New York and you live in Arizona, then you get to stay in New York, y'all, or cross country. There's just no telling. And believe me, my daughter is going on a trip to Georgia in September, and she's the one who told me the first off. Before she left, she said, "Oh my goodness!" She started reading this to me because the Atlanta airport shut down, and that's one of the biggest in the world? Is that right? And she's like, that sounds awful. She said, good thing I'm not going this month. And I was like, who? I said, honestly, who's to say it's not going to happen in September? And quite frankly, that's even closer to this crap show of an election we're experiencing. So, y'all, get ready. All right, get ready as much as you can. I don't have enough to buy food and water. I understand that. Then pray. All right, then pray. Your job is prayer. The Lord will provide. I believe this. I'll tell you a story. It was March 2020. The first week in March 2020, my daughter flies to Seattle, Washington, which is now considered like ground zero in the United States for the pandemic, for the virus. Before she leaves, I say, baby, there's something happening in China. It's kind of moving this way. It's in Italy now. It's in London. It's in England now. I don't know. Maybe you shouldn't go. Mother. Have you heard that before, y'all? Mother. I'll be just fine. I'll wash my hands. It'll be fine. Guess what? When she got home, and I mean she got home by the hair of her chinny chin chin, then the crap hit the fan. Not long, like 2 days after she was home from that trip. And she works at a hospital. She's a nurse, an RN. And she gets this text. If you have been to these places, then you need to isolate. That's the first time we'd ever heard of that. Self-isolate? Quarantine? What? That's what they do on the movies. Oh no, that's what we began to do. We were living a freaking movie, y'all, aren't you? I mean, we all were in the whole wide world. Y'all, this isn't, like yesterday, you remember the video? I had popcorn, like sit back and watch this stinking movie. Y'all, today's disaster, like, hey, today's disaster is dare I say cyber attack? I can't say that. I mean, I don't know what it was. An IT shutdown. We'll just say that. Worldwide. But this one affects me. And this afternoon, I'm going to another town that's a little bit bigger. My husband asked me out for supper, which I'm a little excited about. Oh, we'll probably get a McDonald's hamburger, which is like, we find that delightful. Eat in the car and enjoy that. But, yeah, that was free. Yeah, I told him, I said, we need to bring cash because the cash registers may not be working. Can you believe I uttered that out of my mouth? I walked into Dollar General a while ago and I said, Delanne, is the cash register working? She said, yeah, I've heard something about, I never watched the news. And I thought, okay, good luck. I'll help you when you need help. But I wish I didn't have to. I know, true confessions. All right. Now, so that's what I wrote. Prepare accordingly. This, very quickly, this is fire cider without the apple cider vinegar in it. This has horseradish, garlic cloves, ginger, onions, red onions. I think that's all this has in it. Some people put peppers in them, like chili peppers. I don't. Then what you do, like this is how much I put in mine. And I used to measure 2 tablespoons each. Heck no, not anymore. I just shove as much as I can in there where I'm going to have a little bit of liquid left up at the top. Because I think that makes it stronger and better. That's my experience. I made 9 quarts, 9 of these, all right? Because I think the healthcare system's going to hell in a handbasket. I believe that because I'm stinking experienced it and in the process of with my mother-in-law. But that's another story. But this is how much I put in it. You can see. And then I warm up apple cider vinegar with the mother. Bragg's is the brand, I think. I boil it, and then I put it away. And this is what it looks like with the vinegar in it, y'all. This. And look, you can shake it. It's nasty. Over time, it gets all, kind of soaked up in there. I mean, but this will be good. I mean, I just... Put it on your shelf. Some people put it in the dark. Some people put it in the sun. I don't know. Y'all, what do you do? Tell me what I should do with this. I usually put it in the sun for a long time. But anyway, now is the time because it needs to sit for a while to get strong enough to help you in the winter. So if you're not doing this in July, you're behind the curve for October when flu season starts. All right. So if you are going to be inclined to make fire cider this year, this is the month you do it. It's fire cider month. I've also got 30 pounds of peaches coming. I don't know if I said that in the last video or not. I've got a dear friend. She's 23, just had a baby. She's just a nice girl, goes to church with us. Her daddy has all these peach trees. They are freestone, right? That's what it's called. Yeah, freestone. That means, man, the pit, it's just, and they'll be easy to put up. I can't wait. I'm going to show you what I do with those next week. Lord willing, I think she's bringing those this weekend. So, y'all, this is the busy time. July, August, September, October. This is the big busy time for preppers. Crops are ready. You put up vegetables. You put up okra. You can green beans. You can corn. You make your fire cider. You pick your peaches. You fry your squash. I mean, I don't know what all you do, but I know, y'all know, it's busy time. And then come November 1st, you can go and sit down. Hopefully we'll have electricity. But I don't think we can do that this year because this is going to be, and like Biden, y'all, give me your opinion. Is he going to be in? Is Joe going to go or is Joe going to stay? I don't know. I think he's going, y'all, because money talks. But that's my opinion. What is yours? If you have heard anything in the Word, if you have seen any suspicious activity, thank you those who share that with me. Email me if you want to, GinaLeeMacharlie@gmail.com. And if you, how are you getting ready for the winter? What do you think about this IT thing? Worldwide, and what do you think's next? What do you think's next? I'll tell you what, I don't think it's going to be a one and done thing with Trump. I'm afraid they're going to try something again. Oh, stay ready, everybody. Stay in Jesus. Don't take your eyes off of him. This is Gina Lee Macharlie. Stay safe, America.